Lifetime Fitness. We're excited for their willingness to come into the community. Big investment in our community. It'll be a nice gym that will be over kind of sandwiched between Maverick on 126th and Mountain View. So just across from Garage Grill, east side of Mountain View corridor right there. So perfect fit for that location, and they'll do really well out here.
Welcome to Herrimanology.
The official podcast to keep up with Herriman City.
We'll take you inside the city, explore the latest news and updates, show you how your government operates, and discuss the issues that affect us all. Now, here are your hosts talking all things Herriman on Herrimanology.
All right, welcome to Herrimanology. It is Tuesday, September 2nd. It's been a little while. It's now September. Been a couple weeks since our last podcast, so apologize for that. There's been a lot going on. We're not able to hit everything.
Right.
But welcome September. It is now officially fall in my wife's eyes. I put up our fall wreath yesterday on the front door, which I don't love. I'm a summer guy, not
Right.
Fall's fine.
Right.
But anyway.
Well, my wife started decorating for Halloween yesterday. So it's here.
See, to me, I think we talked about this last year. It's always too early to decorate for Halloween, but
Right.
Some people do it in like July.
She thinks she's going to have the most decorated inside for Halloween. We'll see.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I guess.
I've realized a lot of other people are into Halloween. I'm not, so I try not to spoil everyone else's fun by being a Halloween Scrooge. But
Right.
Anyway.
As long as Christmas can go up the day after, I'm
Right.
good. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Man, so yeah, we missed last week. There's a lot going on, but I ended up having to go up north to help with the Tremont and Garland police officer funerals. I was helping with that, so I was out of town on Thursday, Friday. We were hoping to squeeze a podcast in, but we didn't. So, and man, the week before that, we had the incident at Black Ridge Reservoir. A lot of things have happened the last few weeks. A lot of really sad things. So we're not going to go into a lot of that. We have some other news we want to go into, but just want to acknowledge there have been some sad things that have happened recently, and it's too bad.
It's heavy. Yep.
Let's hit on now is last week's city council meeting.
Right.
There was a new business approved, kind of. Well, it was an agreement for them to eventually build this business site.
Right.
But we've had some good news recently. This adds to the stack.
Yeah, this is with Lifetime Fitness. This is a development agreement with them. They asked for some exceptions on a certain thing, on a couple of items, and it made sense to us. They're going to step it, further away from that back property and build a berm with some landscaping, which I think will be a better fit. Just, we're excited for their willingness to come into the community. I don't think they've announced on their end yet, but that was in a public meeting and announced, and
public documents.
Public documents. So we're thrilled to have Lifetime coming. That will be over, kind of sandwiched between Maverick on 126th and Mountain View. So just across from Garage Grill.
Yep.
On that east side of Mountain View corridor right there. So exciting stuff. Perfect fit for that location, and they'll do really well out here. Yeah,
really, really cool to have Lifetime Fitness come in.
Big investment in our community. It'll be a nice gym. Check it out. Yeah.
There are a couple of other voting items from the city council meeting we're hoping to do a second podcast this week just to kind of catch up on some things. We'll save those other ones for later in the week.
Right.
But we wanted to mention that, and another business that is now opened, Beto's, up on that's 126th,
Yep.
next-ish to Main Street.
Yep.
I guess kind of that same area that we were just talking about. Now it's open.
Yep. Right next to Quench It. Exciting stuff. Kind of come in quietly, but we got to talk it up because they've got a good breakfast burrito. So
I haven't had it yet. I've heard it's big. It's tasty.
Oh, yeah.
You've
not had a Beto's burrito? Oh, John.
And I'm really into burritos too, especially breakfast burritos. So
we're going to have a Beto's this week.
Let's do it.
We're going to have Beto's this week.
I'm down. So welcome, Beto's. And last week, I almost forgot to mention this. There were 3 different ribbon cuttings for new businesses. So we just mentioned Beto's. They didn't actually have a ribbon cutting through their normal process, but
Right.
Congratulations to them anyway. But we did have 3 other ribbon cuttings, 2 veterinary sort of things first. So congratulations both of them. There was the Live Well Animal Hospital, which is kind of by the Station Bar near Main Street,
Right.
just south of Winco.
Yep.
Last Friday, there was the Rose Creek Animal Clinic. I wasn't able to go to that. I don't know if you were.
I was not. I'm going to go check in on them this week and say hi.
Yeah, so congratulations to them and Livy and Kate Clothing as well. Kind of a cool story with that one, too.
That was a cool one. They're Herriman residents that own it. Amy owns it, and local resident, her and her husband, and they just outgrew. It was kind of a home-based business and outgrew their house and able to move into a small, I guess, warehouse out there by, at the end of Porter Rockwell out there. So just exciting to see a local home occupation, homegrown business grow into. They do really cool stuff. Just a really cool business that now they'll be shipping out of Herriman and representing us well.
Yeah, good for them. Congratulations. More to come, too. Their ribbon cuttings are just flying off the shelf left and right now.
Here we go.
Speaking of Porter Rockwell area, we'll hit on an update there. People saw on our social media. We posted news from UDOT that they were going to close the road. It was just an overnight. Late, I think it was a Thursday into Friday,
night, yeah.
And they overnight installed a pedestrian bridge. Mm-hmm. So we've talked a little bit about that Mountain View Freeway section from Porter Rockwell Boulevard southward through Camp Williams into Utah County. That's in progress right now. I'm sure if you've driven by that, the progress is very obvious to you.
Right.
But they did install a pedestrian bridge, so that's kind of a bridge. I'm really into bridges too. My wife makes fun of me all the time.
Right.
But it's exciting to see a pedestrian bridge there, and eventually there will be another overpass too for the freeway.
Because the pedestrian overpass is for a trail system that's going to run alongside that whole corridor.
Yep. So really, you could, once that's all done, you could go on a trail from who knows how far south in Utah County all the way up through Herriman and clear up as far as that trail goes. There's a lot of connectivity. That's something that UDOT, Utah Department of Transportation, is prioritizing quite a bit, is trail connectivity. We're really focused as our society on cars, which makes a lot of sense, but they're also emphasizing those trail connections too and investing in that. So
it's great.
Cool to see that here.
Yep, love it.
A couple of other construction updates. This finished up a couple of weeks ago. This is actually left on my notes from last week's podcast that never happened.
Right.
Anthem Park Boulevard has been rebuilt. That section between Main Street and Mountain View Corridor. Mm-hmm. It's kind of that weird middle section of 118th South. There are like 3 or 4 different 118th Souths.
Right.
That was one of them. Anyway, so that was rebuilt. So that should be sturdy for a long time to come. That road base had... If you're just catching up, they took off the pavement, pulverized and kind of grinded up the road base because it was kind of shifting and causing the road to fail. It was really bumpy. But they rebuilt that, threw on a cement mixture to really harden it, and then repaved that. Took a couple weeks. Actually, shout out to the contractor for originally supposed to be 3, 4, potentially even 5 weeks. They did some weekend work, they did some night work, and really hauled on that. So,
they were done on schedule. Yeah, it was great. It was fast,
right up until the last few moments before the deadline. But
they did it.
But good for them for doing that. Another Main Street area one is the landscape or the median landscape. So between 126 South and Rosecrest ish on Main Street, there's a big median there that has had grass.
Right.
We've decided that's a poor use of water. And it actually kind of damages the road when that sloped median runs water into the gutter and into the pavement. It actually causes problems during the winter too with potholing. So the city got grant money from Jordan Valley Water and the state of Utah to actually pay for most of that. Some of it will be out of Herriman City funds, but most of it will be paid by that grant to flip that from grass to xeriscaping, so kind of rock mulch and some plants in there. So right now they're working on the irrigation. As always, be patient with the lane shifts. They have had a lot of barriers along the roadway, so I can't get my words straight today.
Right.
The 2-lane road, most of the time it's a 1-lane road because of the work that's going on. They have to create a safe work zone, so be patient with that, but we're doing what we can where we can to reduce our water usage and take advantage of that and help protect the road too.
Absolutely. Yep.
Another construction project update, 118th South, the really big long one.
The long 118th
that turns
South.
into Daybreak Parkway. Anyway, Jordan Basin Improvement District, formerly the South Valley Sewer District, has been working on that. It's been a traffic nightmare, and it kind of has been what it has been. They cleared up by Herriman High School the day that school started. We were hoping it'd be a little bit before. It wasn't. There were some phone calls made, but anyway, that's cleared out of Herriman High School. They're still doing some work this week east of Mountain View corridor. I think I said Mountain View Freeway earlier.
Right.
Mountain View corridor.
Same thing.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
We get it.
And Vidania Drive in South Jordan by the Early Light Academy. They've told us they plan to be out of everything entirely by the end of this week, first week of September. Fingers crossed that ends up being the case, but even if it's not, they're very, very close to being totally done with that project. Yeah. For a while, we were thinking it might extend into spring of next year, and right now it looks like they're going to be entirely done, cleaned up, striped.
That's good. Everything
by the end of September.
Good.
But out of the roads, hopefully by, we'll say, the middle of next week.
Yeah, to be safe. Yes. Yes.
So that'll be nice. That's been a tough one. That combined with the 134th South, the Bangor interchange, has been really tough to deal with for a lot of people.
We've all felt it out here. Yeah.
And an update on that project, they have poured the bridge. And I say poured because they dumped concrete in there. That's the bridge. They have to wait for a month before anything really can go on it, except some of their smaller vehicles. But they're anticipating that's going to be done, complete, and open by late October.
Right.
There's been some information on social media that has speculated it might be early October. It's going to be the end of October, mid to end of October.
19th-ish.
19th is what we're hearing right now. But that's next month. You pointed out when we were just talking.
I didn't think we'd ever be able to say that project would be done next month. The nightmares are almost over, John. Like, the nightmares are almost over.
It's frustrating. Traffic stinks. And it's not unique to Herriman. We feel it a lot more because of the construction projects.
Right.
There's been a lot of growth. There's a lot of traffic, and it's frustrating to sit in.
Yeah.
But that will ease. I'm not going to say it's going to go away because traffic never completely goes away.
Right.
But these construction projects within the next couple of months, these really heavy ones are going to be gone, and
it'll be different. It'll be good.
It'll be really nice.
Yep.
Then we'll have 2026 off from the major, massive UDOT projects. We'll have a few in Herriman City. We'll talk about them all next year in Herrimanology. And then in 2027, we'll have Mountain View Freeway construction starting.
Yeah, well, let's enjoy what we have for a while.
Yes. We'll talk about that another time.
Yes.
But, that's the end of my notes for today. It's been a busy time lately.
Been a great summer, but yeah.
Hope everybody's enjoying the first few weeks of school. I always love that Labor Day falls like you just start school and hey, it's Labor Day. Did you get a day off?
Get a day off already.
Just like that.
Yes.
Did you have a good Labor Day?
It was good. Yeah. Quiet. Good.
Good. Yeah, kind of same here.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of yard work, took a nap. Kind of went out to lunch with my wife, just kind of chilled out.
Sometimes those are the needed weekends, though.
It was great.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you, Mayor Palmer, for coming in.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you for listening and watching, and we'll catch you next time.